This video is going to be the virtual boy of my channel. But before I get into that, let me just, okay, there we go. I got some alcohol on me, and now we can actually start the video proper. Give me a second. So, what do I mean by this video is the virtual boy of my channel? Well, if you are part of the memberships of this channel, which by the way, you can join right down below and get access to exclusive behind the scenes updates, you would know that I have already begun production on the next Linux video, talking about installing Linux on a particular device. I'm not gonna get into specifics because that would be spoilers, and I wanna save a little bit of the surprise for when the video actually comes out. But I began production on that video. I started writing stuff, started taking notes, I started recording some footage, and then I actually realized that I never properly introduced the hardware itself of the computer. I'm spending all this time talking about the software, that the hardware just kind of got left to the wayside. So that's what this video is going to be. We're gonna talk about the Lenovo Thinkcentre M7 10S small form factor, and we're gonna talk about its hardware, what I put in it, what fuckery I did to it, because I did some fuckery to this thing. And we're going to do this with the help of our friend Alcohol. So basically, I'm trying to produce this video as quickly as possible to get something out in the meantime before the next big thing comes out that I've been spending a lot of time working on. That's why this video is the virtual boy. That's a deep cut joke that only like 7 people in my audience are gonna understand, but fuck, I don't care. And if you're wondering why I need alcohol to get through this video, it's because task paralysis is a son of a bitch, and so is ego involvement, and I've been unable to work on the video for certain lengths of time, and if I don't have some kind of self-medication for this video, I'm gonna have a fucking panic attack. So, I love living in America, it's so great. Okay, so what are we talking about? We're talking about PC, we're talking about computer. So this is I've already said the name of the computer. This is a small form factor PC that I picked up on eBay for, how much did I pay for this thing again? $102. $102, I don't think that that's including shipping. I don't think that that was including shipping, but I got it for $102. And currently inside of this PC, I need to look at my notes again. This machine currently has an Intel Core i5 6500 with 16 gigabytes of 3.2 gigahertz RAM. It's not the strongest guy ever in the world, not the sharpest tool in the shed, so that's why I only paid $100 for it. But why would I spend $100 of my hard-earned money when I have a fully functional PC right here that I am using to record the audio of this video? Well, the reason being is because I wanted a small form factor PC, and I wanted to try to make this into a new version of the Steam machine. I wanted to install a version of Linux on this thing. I wanted to get some Steam games going, get that big picture hardware thing going. I wanted to see what I could do with this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down now. It's kind of getting in the way. Fuck. But there's one important component that I haven't mentioned yet, and that is the graphics card, because you can't have a gaming PC without the graphics. And so I racked my brain, I did some deal hunting, I looked online on both eBay and Amazon and a few other places, Craigslist. I even looked at Mercari. That place doesn't got fucking anything to do with computers. And eventually, I stumbled across the graphics card that would help me make this PC a reality. This is the Asus RTX 3050 small form factor. It is a GPU that is not very strong, not very capable, but that doesn't matter because there are 2 important things that make this a perfect fit for this PC. One, it is a small form factor graphics card. As you can tell, it's very small, but that doesn't mean that it's not, you can still play games on this thing, we'll get to that. But also the other important thing is that this graphics card does not need any external power connectors, which the PSU of this PC over here doesn't really have any external power for graphics adapters and shit like that. So this is pulling all of its power from the PCIe port directly, which is a big limiting factor on its performance. But again, we'll talk about that in a minute. So, how much did I spend for this, tiny piece of shit here? I overpaid because it's a graphics card and it's 2025. Every single graphics card is overpriced, and I certainly overpaid for this one. In a just world, I would only pay maybe $80 for this thing, but no, I paid $200. So we have a $300 gaming PC that realistically should be about $200. But $300 for a fully functional PC and a 3050 in there, honestly, it probably isn't even that bad for the price. I'll get some numbers and stuff. I'll run some geek benchmarks, and I'll probably throw some numbers up on the screen here. I'll do this all in editing because I cannot do any of that right now. But what I can say is that I've been playing a bunch of different games on this, and most of the games that I want to play work just fine. One thing I also do want to point out with like the physical hardware of this thing, the graphics card doesn't fit in the chassis of like with its default configuration. So I had to get some metal shears, and I had to literally snip some metal away to make room for the GPU. And it fucking works. The thing closes and the GPU fits, so I think it's fine. It's probably fine. So I snip away the metal, get the GPU installed, get CachyOS installed on a spare SSD that I have, and I start playing some games, and let me tell you, it actually plays some games pretty damn well. Now, you're not going to get high-end AAA performance out of the biggest and shiniest games imaginable. But like, it's not, this machine is not meant for that kind of a use case. But yeah, I'm not gonna play big graphics games on it. I'm going to play shit like Drop Duchy. I'm gonna play shit like some multiplayer things like Tabletop Simulator, maybe some Terraria. So a 3050 is gonna be perfectly fine for this use case, especially if you wanna play some shit like emulators, man. Like, I can probably play any emulated game on this thing right now and it'd be just fine. Obviously, the big limiting factor here is that CPU. But I did look into it, and the motherboard here in the computer, it being a Lenovo Thinkcentre, it's not exactly just a micro ATX board. Like, it's a little bit more custom built for this chassis. So if I really wanted to upgrade the motherboard, I would realistically have to buy another computer. But the good news is that the motherboard does have compatibility for the i7-6700. I do have an i7-6700 at my disposal, ready to be installed whenever I want. The reason I haven't installed it yet is because I wanted to get some benchmarks and some numbers of the specs of this computer when I first got it, and then share that with all of you. So I got room to maybe put like a Blu-ray drive in here, or I can slot in like a Wi-Fi Bluetooth like combo card, because this thing doesn't have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth like by default. You have to be plugged into an Ethernet cable. There's also, I noticed, so the hard drive that I'm using for this is just a SATA SSD, plain Jane. But I did notice that there is an M.2 slot on the motherboard. The problem, because of course there's always a fucking problem with these things because it's a fucking corporate office computer, if you want to put an M.2 drive inside of this computer, you need to get like a little special piece of plastic because the M.2 slot is hanging off the bottom of the motherboard. So if you try to install a M.2 SSD in there, it's just gonna fall out because there's nothing supporting it. So you get the little fucking piece of plastic and then you slot that in, and then, you know, you can have an M.2 drive in there. So that's another potential upgrade. We can activate the M.2 slot, basically. We can slot an M.2 in there, see what the performance is like with that, see what the new CPU, and I think if we do these upgrades, that this will be like just a genuinely good PC. Obviously, it's gonna make the budget of this whole thing fly well above $300, maybe to $400 or $450, depending on how much certain parts cost. But it is an upgrade, which is more than you can say about shit like the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally X, the fucking Xbox One that costs $1,000 and can barely play games. So like, you're getting a PC that you can upgrade and you know, do some fun stuff with later on down the line, but you're also getting a relatively inexpensive test subject for trying out Linux with. And that was the entire point of all of this. You can get a PC like this, and probably even get a cheaper PC if you get like the full ATX version. You don't have to go small form factor for your computer. You don't have to do what I did and try to make like a fucking console out of the thing. But it is cool to have. It's cool to have a living room PC. Because, like, it didn't come across well in the last Linux video, but there is a couch in the autism corner over there. And so I can sit on my couch across from the desk with where the big TV is sitting. Which, by the way, that was like a $100 TV that I also got. No smart features, no fucking online bullshit. Just a plain old panel that I can plug in and start playing things on. Godsend. For $100, yeah, that's a pretty goddamn good TV. It's only 1080p, but like that kind of helps me in this situation because a 3050 probably isn't going to drive a 4K display all that well. And I'm not exactly a stickler for graphics, you know, like I still play fucking Ocarina of Time like fairly regularly. God, those fucking randomizers, man, they're just Randomizers are so fucking fun, dude. Especially in Ocarina of Time. Oh man, dude, it's... So yeah, I'm sufficiently fucking crossed right now, and I think that's a good enough point to end on this video, where we're talking about weird computer stuff. I'll probably get some B-roll of this PC, just like opening it up and doing all that fun stuff in there. You can see all the hardware and all that. Because honestly, it is a well-designed little piece of machinery. It's just a shame that because of corporate interests, now we're all forced to upgrade our PCs for no fucking reason, even though these ones are completely functional. Like, I just don't, I'm good on games, man. I don't need new video games anymore. I'm still, dude, my backlog is like fucking 100 games long. I have so many, just on Steam alone, it's probably up to like 60. And then I have a bunch of console games out there. Hold on, 3 fucking Switch games. I have my Switch behind here connected to the capture card, and these 3 fucking games have been staring at me. I don't know if you can see all of them. I have been wanting to play these fucking games for like a year now, 2 years now, and they've been staring me in the face every time I come and sit down here, and I just haven't fucking played them. Because like I said, decision paralysis is a fucking hell of a drug, dude. So yeah, I don't need new games. I'm totally chill. I have enough games. I'm good, bro. How long have I been rambling at the camera? Okay, I need to go before I start saying some stupid shit. So thank you again to all of the... Oh, you know what? Hold on. I forgot. We have to do the fucking album recommendations. Hold on, what albums do I want to recommend? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Today's theme for the videos is I was drinking alcohol and now I'm just gonna pick something. The first album we're recommending is 7 Rings in Hand, the Sonic and the Secret Rings soundtrack. Because holy fuck, this game's soundtrack is killer. This game is bad. The game itself is just not good. It's not great. But this fucking soundtrack, dude, it is so ingrained into my brain. Because I played Sonic and the Secret Rings when it was new. Because I had a Wii, and I was one of those fucking Wii kids growing up in the playground, bro. It's like all my friends got the Xbox 360, and they're like, oh, I'm playing Halo. And I'm sitting here being like, I'm playing my Sims, bro. So yeah, Sonic and the Secret Rings, very good album. It's got a very nostalgic place in my heart, but if you can start listening to some of these songs, you might have some good shit to add to your fucking playlists. Okay, here we go. You know what, let's get fucking weird here. We're gonna stick with Japanese music, and we're gonna recommend Pocket Park by Miki Matsubara. It is a city pop album from the 1980s. And you might not recognize the name or this album art, but you definitely recognize the first track on this album, Stay With Me. I obviously can't play that track here in this video because YouTube would nuke my fucking channel from orbit. If you've heard City Pop Stay With Me, that's this whole album. It's good city pop. Like I love city pop, dude. All right, cool. Hey, if music is so good, why haven't they made a Music 2 yet? Well, guess what? They made a Music 2. This is Music 2 by FM Skyline and Equip. They're pretty well known in like the vaporwave kind of chill lo-fi beats, that kind of area. I kind of like some lo-fi shit here and there. I like the fucking sample core. I like barber beats. Fucking sue me. They're fun genres. And Music 2 is very good. It reminds me so much of like Bomberman 64. Which is crazy because they sound nothing alike, but I don't know why. This particular album reminds me of Bomberman 64, which, you know what? Fuck it. Surprise 4th album recommendation. We're gonna recommend the Bomberman 64 soundtrack. That's another fucking good one. Ooh. Okay, so there you go. You actually got 4 recommendations today because I am fucked up and I need to go to bed. Yes, thank you again to the members for supporting me in these dire times. It really does mean a lot. If you want to support this channel and get exclusive members-only updates, exclusive members-only videos, and you want to get more recognition from me and have your name plastered at the beginning of these videos, you can go click the video link in the description. It's not in the description. It's right next to the subscribe button. If you can't support me directly though, just liking and subscribing and doing all the YouTuber shit, that really does help a lot. And it means a lot to me that you made it to this point in the video. If you have made it to this point in the video, I don't know, just get like a corn emoji and comment the corn emoji. Let's just confuse a lot of people. I don't know if there's a corn emoji. Oh, thank God there's a corn emoji. So yes, get the corn emoji, comment that in the description. Just leave that in your comment, because if you leave a comment, that's good for the algorithm. And that's good for me, it helps my channel grow. We just passed 10,000 subscribers, and I'm so fucking excited because of that, because it means that, like, hopefully, like, bigger things will happen on this channel, and I'm very excited for the prospect of that. I want to make cool things with cool people. That's all I want to do. So thank you to everyone who made it to this point in the video. Go try out Linux, get a cheap computer, go do some cool stuff, and I will see you in the next one where we install CachyOS on this guy. Stay frosty. I'm so bad at ending videos, dude. It's unreal.